Hello everyone and welcome to this video vlog. I don't really know what style it will be yet. So for this time we are this is basically my choose your own adventure TBR challenge from my book club. So basically this is a choose your own adventure style video from my book club. So basically it's a choose your own adventure story. So I'm just going to read what it says to you. Now I am not the creator of this. The ones that have done it in my book club has been amazing. Not my book club, it's still not my book club. They have done an amazing job. So this is just my vlog for doing this, just because it just makes it a little easier to have things that I'm doing this month separate. So it basically says, welcome to Lysania, something in those lines, where your adventure awaits you. Lysania once was a very peaceful country. That is, until the peace was interrupted when the prince and princess of Lysania got kidnapped by bandits of Ankara, a rival country that hasn't dared to cross the borders in decades. The king and queen have enlisted your skills to go to Ankara and rescue the prince and princess. The journey will have its ups and downs, but the country is depending on you to bring back the heirs. So basically, you will have 6 choices of prompts. So this one is to gather helpers and supplies to leave the castle. And then you have 6 prompts that you need to do. You only have to do one of them. But you have 6 choices of what you want to do. Yeah, this is where I am basically going to lead you. But the one prompt that I have chosen is read a book that you associate with the word royal. So, for my first prompt for this, I will read a Nordic king, because king is a royal. So that is what I have decided to go with. And yeah, once I have finished it, we will continue on with this story and see where it leads us. And it's gonna be a lot of fun. So let's just see where this will lead us. So I have finished the first book in my Choose Your Own Adventure. I have finished what's the name? A Nordic King. So that one was for the royal, because obviously king is a royal, so fits well. It ended up as a 4.5, so it's a really good rating. I really loved this book. So basically in this book we are following this woman, and she basically is getting this. She's basically getting this nannying job in Denmark for 2 small girls. And basically she comes there, and basically it's the king's 2 daughters. So he basically has lost his wife, so he's in need of a nanny, and it's basically. So I give 4.5. I really love this. It's definitely the one that I have liked the most out of all these stories. So we are basically following, in this series, it's a standalone series, so we have followed the Swedish prince and the Norwegian prince, and now the Denmark king. So not like officially, you know, it's a story. So overall, I really did like this. It was really cute, and I really liked the 2 main characters. And I also, in a romance, you always kind of have this conflict. And the conflict in this was definitely something that wasn't like overly, that really like made me like dislike it. So yeah, overall I really did like this story, liked how it ended, and kind of liked the entire. So this is kind of a slow burn forbidden romance, and I really liked it. So let's just continue on. So basically it says, now that you have been able to gather some supplies and leave the castle, you have to figure out the best way to get where you wish to go. If you take the journey east, you will encounter a waterfall that you will have to carefully cross. If you take the journey south, you will have to cross a river with no boat. If you take the journey southeast, you will pass a store for provisions, but you don't need much at this time as you are just leaving the castle. What will you choose? So I've chosen the waterfall, and basically it says if you choose to find the way around the waterfall, turn to page 3. So we are just going down there. Let's continue on. You have chosen to find a way around the waterfall. Unfortunately, there is no way around but through. The rocks are very slippery. In order to see to it that you can get through without slipping, read a yellow prompt. So we have the word associated with the word human, best, number 10, color turquoise. So what I do believe that I wanted to do with this was want to watch. And this is for my prompt on my bingo board to a reality TV show. The reason why I want to watch is because I can associate that with the number 10 because it has 10 letters. And that is totally fine. You know, I have read the rules myself, not you, but I have read the rules, and it says you can choose it to do it that way. And I feel like that is what we will do. I will read one to watch, and once I have read that, I will tell you all about it. So I have finished one to watch, which is the second, I think it's the second prompt, for my choose your own adventure. So I'm just going to take it over here so we can read the next one. So I picked a book you associate with the number 10 because want to watch is 10 letters. What I want to do with this is actually to try and read as many books as possible for this, just because in the book club you can basically pay a yearly fee so that you can, you know, win in giveaways. So I have paid my dues. So basically, the more books you read for this, the more like entries you have in this giveaway. So I am going to try and read as many books as possible, but be sure that I am able to, you know, finish them within the month. Now, I have to say, I obviously have 30 books to kind of choose from, so we should be fine, and I am reading in a kind of rapid pace. So I have submitted the book submission form. So it says, phew, that was close. Now that you have gone through the waterfall, you can go to the store to pick up replacements provisions that got soaked wet on your journey, or you can head east to a church that may have some citizens that can guide you down the right path. So I think I'm going to the store, so I am going to turn to page 5, which is 2 pages down. You have chosen to go ahead and stock up on supplies in order to have a better journey. In order to pick up any provisions, you must read a book out of the green prompt bank. So we have read a book you associate with the word favorite, read a book that you associate with the word believe, the number 1 or white, or a TikTok, or a picture. So what I actually think I am going to. So these prompts are really like open to your I don't know that word. Your own imagination. Yeah. So I am going to read a book with a word that I associate with favorite and read After the Fall. Now I have started this, but the reason why I choose this is because the Fallen Men series is my favorite series, and these are my favorite books to read. I also love Gianna Darling. She's one of my favorite authors, and yeah, we just got confirmation that the next book in this series will be out soon, and I had so high hopes, so we are finally at it. So I am on page 100 in this, so I should be able to finish this today because I need to read 200 pages. So I should finish this today, and then I have three choices. Yeah, that is going to take me some time to finish because I want to do all three. So, but yeah, this is the first one. So yeah, can't wait to do this one. Read it. So that is what I'm going to do now. So I will update once we are through with the next prompt. So I am done with my favorite associated with the word favorite. So yeah, really loved it. 5 stars is a reread, but overall I really loved it. So let's just move on. So it says, you hear rumors from the store owners that there might be a weapons cache southwest of the Spooky Woods. You can choose to climb the mountains to go there to see if you can find something that may also help you through. Or you can choose to go ahead and go to the Spooky Woods. You can also take a side quest here to earn more money if you have not already done so. What I think I will do, I think I am going to do the climb the mountain first, and then we will take the side quest and then go to the Spooky Woods. So I think that's it, if it says that I can do that. The side quest first. So the side quest says you need to earn some cash because your purchase strings are getting tight. In order to procure more money, Kyler, a shop owner, has a task for you. He needs you to gather some supplies so that he can make more maps he is selling. In order to complete the side quest, read 2 books from different color prompts lists. Submit the 2 books, yeah. So, because then I can go back to the place I was prior to the quest and pick your next destination. So, I'm going to pick 2. Once I have probably read one or both of them, I don't really know, I will update and then we'll move on from there. I'm going to try and see what I can pick so it's things get really simple and I can, pick the ones on my TBR for that. So so we are on my money, like earning cash. The prompt was to finish 2 separate books, and basically after that go back to the space you were prior to the quest and pick your next destination. So the 2 that I picked was for green, because picture on there is money, and I picked A Deal with the Devil just because he is rich. So this is basically about this girl who takes a job for 6 weeks for one of her friends, and there she basically meets this really rich guy who sleeps with a bunch of women, and she gets the task to throw the woman out afterwards. So he's rich, and basically, yeah. They don't like each other at first, but it's a romance, so romance ensues. But yeah, I really like this. There were like a few things that I didn't love, like the girls or the woman's mother has an alcohol problem, and that is talked about, but like this man's alcohol problem isn't talked about, it's just kind of forgotten about. But yeah, one of the reasons why I do understand that the mother's alcohol problem is, you know, taken care of, I almost said it, like talked about, is because the mother has a younger daughter who is in this, who basically needed help, and she can't come home if the mother is not sober. And if the mother doesn't get sober, this woman that is the main character, she needs to move back and basically take care of her younger sister until she can go to college. So yeah, I really liked this story. I really liked, this is kind of a slow burn, so yeah, it was good. So yeah, this was for the money place, I almost said. And then I picked the aqua prompt, which is a word you associate with the word music. I picked rhythm, chord, and melody. So this book is about music in general. So we are following Gabby, and Gabby basically goes on tour with her twin brother and his two friends who are in the band together with him, basically as the merch girl. They're on tour with a different band who basically has a person called Sasha in here, and it's their love story. So yeah, it's on tour, so she's kind of crammed together with all these guys, and yeah, so it's a reread for me. I do see that there are definitely some things that are not like 100% okay in this book. And yeah, it's not okay. I still really like the book if I overlook that, so yeah. And I really like Gabby and Sasha together. They are really sweet together. This is really short for being basically a Mariana Zapata book. It's, I think, the shortest one of them, but I really like it. So yeah, let's just move on. So I was on page 5. Basically, I want to climb the mountain after this, so let's just go to page 9. Here we go. It says, you have chosen to cross the mountains. It's a very narrow and steep path. You get very scared halfway up and think you can't make it. In order to climb the rest of the mountain, read a prompt. So we have associated with art, choice, 2 neon, a video, and an image of some food. So I don't really know what to read yet. I will basically update when I know. So I just finished the next prompt. Basically, this one, the pink prompt, has a image of some food, and a full love story is a lot of food, you know. It's basically about these two people who are from rivaling families, and basically both of them has a pho restaurant. They are both Vietnamese, and it's a lot of food there. So I just feel like that fits well. So let's move on. I hope to kind of finish this, like this first part this week, so I can take the next part next week. That's just my hope. I really hope that it's gonna work. So let's just move on. You made it. Your altitude sickness did get you, and it was very rough. You're not sure if you can make it to the weapons cache. You can journey to the provision store to stock up on anything you may need, before the spooky woods, or you can choose to try to make it to the weapons cache despite your illness. So, I have been to the provision store, so I need to try and make it to the weapons cache. So, the next page. So, you made it to the weapons cache. The weapons are locked in the safe. In order to open the safe, you need to read a prompt from this. So, we have a word that you associate with the word worst, safe, for, or pastel, a woman with a camera, or this TikTok video. So, yeah. So, oh, I totally forgot. A Full Love Story ended up at 4 stars. I really did like it. It was a cute love story. It's YA, so, you know, that is like something that I am thinking about once I am reading it. But overall, it was a really cute story, and I am a little bit more, you know, understanding with, you know, kind of fights and everything, because when you are young, they are like 16, 17, I am a little bit more like, I do understand it, because you are more dramatic when you are younger. I don't like, you know, in an adult book that you are really immature and like just too much, but I do understand it when you are younger. It's yeah. So 4 stars, I really did like it, and I just think that overall, I really, you know, you have some diversity in there, you know. They are Vietnamese, and you kind of get diversity instead of like plain white characters. You take up, you know, some, like, you have a loss of a loved one in here. You also is taking on some racism in this book. And yeah, but overall, it's a cute love story, and I have to say, I like that, yeah, I really like that you take up some serious questions, but you also have a cute love story that doesn't get too heavy. So yeah, really liked it. I will choose a book from this, and then we will talk once I have decided and read it. So, I just finished my book for the orange prompt list. So I picked Associate with the number 4 because the Spanish Love Deception has 4 stars. So in this one, we are following a Catalina and Aaron. And basically, Catalina, she has told her parents that she has a boyfriend and she will be taking him to her sister's wedding. She don't have a boyfriend, so she is fake dating this person she cannot stand. I loved it. I gave 5 stars. This was so good, and I think the reason, I know a lot of people are like rather hating or loving this. I have to say, one reason why I really liked it is because I can definitely see myself in Catalina with the way that she don't kind of trust men, because she has been hurt. And basically, don't trust them that much. So I feel that, and I really liked Aaron. I have to say, it's like the typical like hate love, where, yeah, I'm not gonna say anything, but yeah, I really love this, so I'm gonna give this 5 stars. I actually do believe that this is maybe my top book so far this year. I actually do think so, and I can't wait to read more and see. Yeah, so you opened the safe and all you found was one lousy sword. You can go take a side quest to try earn more money, or go through the spooky woods. Good luck. So I have already taken the side quest, so we can't take the side quest again, so we are going to the spooky woods. So it says, you're about to enter the spooky woods where nobody really knows the horrors that are inside. In order to get through, you must read a book out of the black prompt list. So we have a word that you associate with word new, spooky, number 5, violet, a guy with arachnophobia, and donuts, or a book inspired by a image of a boat, an empty boat. So I have already figured out what I am going to read for this, so I will most likely try and finish this tomorrow, just so I am able to, finish up this part of the video, because this will be a 2-part one. Finish it so I am able to, go through the rest of the journey next week. So, yeah. You will see that. I will talk to you tomorrow. How I feel about that book, I don't know. I mean, we all know that once you get like a spooky book, thriller, horror, so this one I think I will go for the word spooky because it says that it's a thriller/horror. It was nominated for horror. And let's face it, I have a really difficult relationship with anything that comes to thriller horrors. I have a bad rap. I don't think I ever rated a thriller 5 stars. I don't really know. I don't think so. I don't really know. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I will talk to you tomorrow. So, I have just finished Final Girls. I give it 3 stars. So, Final Girls is basically about Quincy, and she basically, 10 years ago, went on a, cabin trip with some friends. And basically, there was a massacre, and she's the only survivor, called Final Girl. But she's not the only one. There are 3 others from other places. And basically, yeah, it's a story about that. And yeah, I give 3 stars. So it was okay for me. I think I would have liked it more if I didn't see who the killer was. There was the reason why I gave it 3 stars is that the ending has some twists and turns that I maybe didn't see coming. But I definitely saw the killer, like, the first time we met the killer, I was just like, there's a possibility that it's him, and the more that we read, the more I understood that it's this person, most likely. And it was, so 3 stars, which is not a bad rating. I feel like I have given a lot of thrillers like 3 stars, so yeah. Let's just move on. So this one was for a book you associate with the word spooky. The reason is that it was nominated for a lot of horror. So yeah, it just fits if it's horror. Even if I didn't, I wasn't scared though, so yeah. Okay, so now we have Holy Moly, that was the scariest thing you've ever been through in your life. There were big monstrous creatures that almost got you and your crew. You had to run for your lives, all while trying to be quiet so the enemy could not find you. You have made it to Ankara. So, we are now done with the first part of this journey. We only need to go through Ankara and then we will be done. I will do that next week and you will see that. So this is part 1. I just think that this vlog is probably long enough for me to not do it longer. I don't want them to be like over an hour long, which this one probably is getting closer to. So yeah, I will leave you here and then you will see me again next week, where we will talk about the next part of this journey. So yeah, I will see you next week. So I hope you like this video and I will see you next time. Bye!